How to cut a sound tail in FS Studio using FS Studio stock plugin, the FS Studio Transient Processor. Quick one, guys. If you are interested in audio mentorship, you want to know more, and you want to increase your knowledge in music production, beat making, recording, mixing and mastering step-by-step process, irrespective of anywhere you are in the world, do well to DM me or contact me using the link in the description below of this video. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you step-by-step process on how to cut a sound tail using the FS Studio Transient Processor. So we have a couple of sound in our project right here. I have the kick. As you can see, it has a long tail sound. I also have the 808 kick. You also have a long tail sound. Some of these long tail sound actually come with a noise, or sometimes it bleeds too much in your project. So somehow, as a newbie producer in the industry, you may be finding it difficult for you to be able to contain some of this sound, right? Because some of this sound has a way of putting too much frequency into your sound and is creating unbalance or introducing too much bass frequency, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step. So we have three sound right here, including this. You can also may have a sound that has a long tail reverb like this, and that becomes a challenge. You like this sound, but you can't use it because the tail is too long. So we're going to be using the FS Studio Transient Processor to be able to take care of this. So the first that you need to do is to link your sound to the mixer. You link your sound to mixer, just the way like all this. So if you find your DAW being default like this, what you need to do is to link your sound to the mixer. You route. So here's my mixer right here. So you route. So you can see the signal is already coming through the mixer. So the second one, I'm going to route the signal to channel 2. The signal is already coming through the mixer. So 3. So the signal 2 is already coming through the mixer. So while you link your signal to the mixer, right? You come to the mixer right here and you go to your slot where you add your effect tool. So come right here, then you add your transient processor. So go right there, come down right here. So it could be in another position in yours. Just locate it and click transient processor. So this transient processor helps to take care of your transient, manage the dynamic that comes with your signal, and also help to reduce the tail of your sound. So right here, this first knob, the function of this first knob is like a mini filter. It's help for you to shape in the band that you want it to go through this process. So right here, I'm going to be demonstrating it using the clap with the long tail reverb so that you can be able to hear it very well and notice the difference. So right here, is a little high pass or EQ and knob that is used to shaping the frequency of the sound that you are processing. So if you want more body of the sound, all you simply do is to put this down. But if you want more high end, you pull it up like this. But first, we're going to leave it in the middle. So first, we're going to be treating the transient of this particular signal. So to treat the transient of this signal, all you simply need to do is to pull down the attack. This particular attack is more like a little processor of envelope. You have the attack right here. You have EQ, you have the gain button, then you have the different frequency shape. Then you have also a form of a filter that helps to shaping your frequency band based on the type of sound you want to hear or you're looking for. So this also is a built-in saturator or maximizer, more like a saturator and a compressor. So it's a built-in drive, basically a saturator. Then you have this release button. What this release button does is actually to manage the tail end to help reduce the tail of your signal. So first, we're going to be working on the dynamic, on the attack, on the transient. So if you look very well, so if you watch this visualizer right here, you can see that this particular attack is beginning to take care of the transient, that heavy spike, that bah, that you are hearing. So sometimes when you have excessives of that spike or that transient, it may have a way of also not making your sound firm, right? So first is to take care of that transient. So a lot of the transient is let through, then this, beautiful. So after taking care of the transient, then we're going to add a little bit of the drive. So that is the saturator add right there. So you can see this little light is beeping, simply means that the saturator is working. So what the inbuilt saturation actually does is to help to manage the dynamic and also to reduce some of those ambience that are present in the sound. So this particular tool right here helps to also create some filter, a kind of a balance between the signal, the low frequency and the high frequency. So now I pull it to the left, you discover that some of the high frequencies are not well pronounced. So I'm going to pull it the other way around. So you can see how sharp it is. Simply means that it has allowed the high frequency to do what? To pass through. But remember, for the purpose of this tutorial is actually that particular high frequency or that tail is what we are going to contain. So I'm going to pull it back a little bit. So it has helped to minimize the tail a little bit, if you notice. So right here, we're going to come to the release knob. So if I put this release knob to the right, you see the whole full tail is out, and it even added some other frequency to it. So we're now having the full long tail of actually the frequency. So I'm going to pull it backward. So the more I pull backward, the more you discover that the tail is quite dramatically reduced. So also do well to do your tweaking and to ensure that you have the right balance that you are looking for. So now that I pull in the splitter, you see, so this filter has reduced drastically the tail. And what you have right here is much more reduced. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. So if you are interested in an audio mentorship and you want to know more as a beginner to professional level and you want to increase your knowledge in music production, beat making, recording, mixing and mastering, irrespective of any country you are, do well to contact me using the link in the description below of this video. See you guys in the next video.